From Orphan to Empress, the love tale of Amanitore and Teriteqas. Once upon a time, in the ancient kingdom of Kush, an African kingdom situated to the south of Egypt, primarily in what is now modern-day Sudan, there was a young girl named Amanitore. She was born into a humble family in a small village on the outskirts of the kingdom. Her parents, hard-working farmers, passed away when she was just a child, leaving her orphaned at a tender age. Despite the tragedy of losing her family, Amanitore was known for her indomitable spirit and her dreams of a brighter future. The village where Amanitore grew up was a tight-knit community. The thatched roof huts were surrounded by lush fields and dense forests, with the mighty Nile River flowing nearby, providing life to the land. The villagers were kind-hearted and looked out for one another, helping Amanitore as she navigated life without her parents. Amanitore spent her days helping in the fields, her hands accustomed to the rough texture of the soil and the gentle touch needed to care for the crops. She also learned from the village elders, who were impressed by her intelligence and resilience. Despite her young age, Amanitore displayed a remarkable curiosity and a desire to understand the world around her. She would often sit by the fire at night, listening intently to the elders' stories of Kush's rich history and the great leaders who had come before her. One of the elders, a wise woman named Nebet, took a particular interest in Amanitore. Nebet saw potential in the young girl and took her under her wing, teaching her about leadership, strategy, and the importance of compassion. She instilled in Amanitore a sense of duty to her people and a belief that she could rise above her circumstances. Amanitore's upbringing was not easy, but it was filled with moments of joy and discovery. She found solace in nature, often wandering the forests and fields, marveling at the beauty of the world around her. She was a child of the earth, grounded by her connection to the land, and inspired by the endless possibilities of the future. Her village, though small, was vibrant and bustling with life. Market days were filled with the sounds of merchants haggling, children playing, and the aroma of spices and freshly cooked food filling the air. These experiences shaped Amanitore, giving her a deep appreciation for her culture and the resilience of her people. Despite the hardships, Amanitore's heart was filled with hope. Fueled by the stories of great rulers and warriors who had once led Kush to glory, she believed that one day she could also make a difference and bring about positive change in her community. One sunny afternoon, as Amanitore wandered through the fields on the outskirts of her village, she noticed an unusual sight: a small group of warriors approaching. Leading them was a young man with a commanding presence, his bronze skin gleaming in the sunlight. His name was Teriteqas, a warrior from the royal guard on a mission for the king. Teriteqas had a reputation that preceded him. Known for his bravery and strategic mind, he had risen quickly through the ranks of the Kushite military. His eyes, dark and intense, conveyed a depth of wisdom and experience beyond his years. Despite his fierce appearance, there was a softness in his gaze that hinted at a kind heart. Amanitore, curious and unafraid, approached the group. She greeted them with the traditional Kushite salutation, her voice steady and welcoming. Teriteqas, surprised by her poise and the intelligence in her eyes, introduced himself and explained his mission. He was traveling through the region to gather information for the king, assessing the needs and concerns of the people. As they spoke, Teriteqas found himself captivated by Amanitore's resilience and determination. She spoke passionately about the challenges faced by her village, her words filled with a desire to bring about change. Teriteqas listened intently, recognizing the spark of leadership within her. The two quickly found a connection. Despite their different backgrounds, they shared a common vision for a better future for Kush. Teriteqas admired Amanitore's courage and her willingness to speak out for her people, while Amanitore was drawn to Teriteqas' strength and compassion. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the fields, Teriteqas made a promise to Amanitore. He would return to her village whenever he could, to learn more from her and to help her in any way possible. Amanitore, her heart filled with a newfound hope, agreed to meet him again. Their meetings became a regular occurrence. Under the shade of an ancient baobab tree, they shared their dreams and aspirations. Amanitore spoke of her vision for a prosperous and united Kush, while Teriteqas shared stories of his experiences in the royal court and on the battlefield. As they spent countless hours together, they became closer and closer to each other, and Teriteqas encouraged Amanitore to pursue her dreams. Each encounter strengthened their bond. Amanitore found in Teriteqas a kindred spirit, someone who believed in her potential and supported her ambitions. Teriteqas, in turn, was inspired by Amanitore's unwavering determination and her ability to see the good in even the most difficult situations. As they spent more time together, their friendship blossomed into something deeper. They discovered a profound respect and affection for each other, their hearts beating in sync with a shared purpose. Yet, their growing love was not without its challenges. The political landscape of Kush was complex, and their relationship, though pure, was fraught with potential complications. In the midst of these challenges, Amanitore and Teriteqas continued to meet, their bond growing stronger with each stolen moment. They knew their love was a dangerous one, forbidden by political alliances and royal duties, but their hearts refused to be silenced. Their love story was just beginning, and the path ahead was uncertain. But Amanitore and Teriteqas were determined to navigate it together, their hearts united by a shared dream and an unbreakable bond. Their journey was filled with challenges and triumphs, shaping the future of Kush in ways they could never have imagined. As Amanitore and Teriteqas continued to meet in secret, their love grew stronger. However, their clandestine relationship did not go unnoticed for long. Whispers began to circulate in the royal court, and soon enough, the king himself became aware of the budding romance between the orphaned village girl and his esteemed warrior. The political landscape of Kush was treacherous, filled with power struggles and intrigue. The king, a wise and strategic ruler, understood the implications of such a union. While he admired Amanitore's spirit and potential, he knew that any relationship between her and Teriteqas would have to be carefully navigated to avoid destabilizing the delicate balance of power within the kingdom. One evening, Teriteqas was summoned to the royal palace. The palace, a grand structure made of sandstone and adorned with intricate carvings, stood as a symbol of the kingdom's might and cultural richness. The halls were filled with advisors and guards, their eyes watching every move. In the throne room, the king sat upon a majestic seat, his presence commanding and authoritative. Teriteqas approached with respect, bowing deeply before his sovereign. The king's gaze was stern, but not unkind, as he began to speak. Teriteqas, the king said, his voice resonating through the hall, I have heard of your affection for Amanitore. While I do not doubt the sincerity of your feelings, you must understand the gravity of our situation. Our kingdom is at a crossroads, and every action we take must be weighed with the utmost care. Teriteqas listened intently, his heart heavy with the weight of the king's words. He knew that his love for Amanitore was genuine, but he also understood the complexities of the political environment. The king continued, his tone softening slightly. Amanitore is a remarkable young woman, the king acknowledged. She possesses qualities that could greatly benefit our kingdom. However, her background and the circumstances of her birth present challenges. If you wish to pursue this relationship, it must be done with the utmost discretion and consideration for the greater good of Kush. Teriteqas nodded, his resolve unwavering. I understand, my king, he replied. My love for Amanitore is true, and I believe she has the potential to bring great change to our land. I will do everything in my power to ensure that our relationship does not jeopardize the stability of the kingdom. The king regarded Teriteqas with a thoughtful expression. Very well, he said finally. I trust your judgment and your loyalty to Kush, but remember, the path ahead will not be easy. You must be prepared to face opposition and make sacrifices for the sake of our people. With a respectful bow, Teriteqas left the throne room, his mind filled with the weight of the king's words. He knew that he and Amanitore would need to navigate their love with caution, but his determination to be with her was stronger than ever. Meanwhile, Amanitore continued her work in the village, unaware of the king's intervention. She remained dedicated to her people, using the knowledge she had gained from Teriteqas and the village elders to improve their lives. Her natural leadership abilities shone through, earning her the respect and admiration of those around her. One night, under the cover of darkness, Teriteqas returned to the village to meet Amanitore. They found solace in each other's presence, their love a beacon of hope in the uncertain times they faced. Teriteqas shared the king's words with Amanitore, and together they resolved to proceed with caution, understanding the challenges that lay ahead. Despite the risks, their bond grew stronger. They continued to meet in secret, their hearts united by a shared dream of a prosperous and united Kush. Each encounter was a testament to their unwavering commitment to each other and their kingdom. As time passed, Amanitore's influence within the village grew. She began to organize initiatives to improve agriculture, education, and trade, all while maintaining her humility and connection to her roots. Her efforts did not go unnoticed by the king, who saw in her a potential leader who could bring about positive change. The peace and relative stability of the kingdom of Kush was suddenly disrupted by the news of an imminent invasion. Rival factions within the kingdom, as well as foreign enemies, saw the growing unity and prosperity of Kush as a threat to their own ambitions. Teriteqas, as one of the kingdom's leading warriors, was summoned to lead the defense against these adversaries. Amanitore, deeply involved in the welfare of her people, understood the gravity of the situation. The threat was not just to the kingdom, but to everything she and Teriteqas had worked for. The people of Kush, inspired by Amanitore's leadership, rallied together, preparing for the struggle that lay ahead. The day of the battle arrived. The vast plains outside the capital city of Meroe were filled with the sounds of soldiers preparing for combat. The Kushite warriors, adorned in their battle regalia, stood ready to defend their land. Teriteqas, at the forefront, gave a rousing speech, reminding his men of their duty to protect their homeland and loved ones. Amanitore watched from a distance, her heart heavy with concern but filled with determination. She knew she had to play a significant role in the battle, rallying other women with whom she provided food and water and attended to the wounded. As the two armies clashed, the air filled with the sounds of battle, the clash of swords, the cries of warriors, and the thunder of hoofbeats. Teriteqas fought valiantly, his skill and bravery inspiring those around him. He moved with the grace and precision of a seasoned warrior. Each strike was a testament to his unwavering commitment to Kush. The battle raged on for hours, and the outcome remained uncertain. Amanitore, though not on the front lines, played a crucial role in maintaining the morale of the troops. She moved among the wounded, offering words of encouragement and tending to their needs. Her strength and compassion were a beacon of light in the midst of chaos. As the sun began to set, casting a golden hue over the battlefield, a decisive moment arrived. Teriteqas, leading a charge, managed to break through the enemy lines, his men following him with renewed vigor. The enemy, caught off guard by the ferocity of the Kushite attack, began to falter. With a final, powerful push, Teriteqas and his warriors drove the invaders back. The enemy forces, realizing their defeat, retreated, leaving the battlefield to the victorious Kushites. Cheers erupted from the Kushite ranks, the sounds of victory echoing across the plains. Teriteqas, exhausted but triumphant, sought out Amanitore. Their eyes met, and in that moment they knew that their love and their shared vision for Kush had prevailed. The battle had been won, but the true victory was the unity and resilience of their people. With all that Amanitore had been doing and her contribution during the battle, the king decided to formally acknowledge Amanitore's contributions. He summoned her to the palace, where she stood before him with the same poise and confidence that had first caught Teriteqas' attention. The king, impressed by her achievements and her dedication to her people, granted her a position of greater responsibility within the kingdom. With this newfound recognition, Amanitore and Teriteqas' relationship became less of a secret. While they still faced opposition from certain factions within the court, their love and commitment to Kush won over many hearts and minds. Amanitore and Teriteqas got married in a lavish wedding ceremony celebrated within the king's royal court. After their marriage, they continued to work together, their bond serving as a symbol of unity and strength for the kingdom. In time, Amanitore's leadership and vision helped to usher in a new era of prosperity for Kush. She and Teriteqas, side by side, led their people with wisdom, compassion, and a deep sense of duty. Their love story, once fraught with challenges and uncertainties, became a beacon of hope and inspiration for generations to come. Together, Amanitore and Teriteqas transformed Kush into a land of unity and progress. Their love, born from humble beginnings and forged through trials, became a legend that would be remembered for centuries. They proved that true love, guided by a shared vision and unwavering commitment, could overcome even the greatest of obstacles and bring about lasting change. And so, the orphan village girl and the valiant warrior became the heart and soul of a kingdom. Their love story, a testament to the power of resilience, unity, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Their journey from humble beginnings to the pinnacle of power reminds us that with determination and support, anything is possible. Their love and leadership brought prosperity and peace to their kingdom, and their legacy continues to inspire. And thank you for joining us on this journey through the heart of ancient Kush. Until next time, may the spirit of Amanitore and Teriteqas' love guide your path and inspire you to embrace the magic of love in all its forms. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more true love African tales.